Good day, YouTubers, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all around the world. We gotta tie all these blocks on these masts. Got some hanging underneath the crow's nest and some on top. So just to start with, the two foremast and mainmast. Then we got the rear mast and the bow sprit to do. So I measured this eye bolt that's going to hold the other end of the rope into the wood. And that's going to be a 1/2 millimeter hole. We got to drill into these spots, and we'll use this for that. And then the blocks are all on this laser cut plywood with no holes in them for the rope. So we got to drill holes in them with the, this is 0.9 millimeters. It calls for 0.75, but I don't have one. And the bigger you make your hole, as long as it doesn't blow out the side, the easier it is going to be to thread stuff through there. So we're going to go with a little bit bigger bit for drilling these out. And once we get them blocks drilled out, we'll clamp them in the vise and tie a rope on them, and then tie the eyelet onto the rope. And then we'll drill a hole in there and glue it in. So we got to repeat that process for every one of them blocks. That's the rear mast and the bow sprit. So a lot of tedious tying and drilling. Here we go. I always try to do a double granny knot loop. And then try to pull it tight without it being spread out too much before I cinch it with a single on top of the double. And that makes for a good solid knot. I don't have to worry about that coming off, as long as I don't cut it too short. And get this to pull up about the right distance. Looks like this one isn't quite tight enough. Once you get that glue on there, that locks it. That's a wee bit too much. I can take some of that and put it over here. And then while that's setting, I'll pull it where it'll lay straight. Let me get my nipper. I've seen some creators use a fingernail clippers. Well, I like these because I can reach in there places you can't get your hand. So now I did drill out, I don't know, 20 or 18 or something. And then I like to use a stiff pair of pliers instead of tweezers, so it's easier to push that thing in there. You can see where my hole is, which I can't see it. There it is. Just like that. So there's one crow's nest done. We got a little one on top of that up here to do. And we got a big one below that to do. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 more to go, not counting anything else that we're not seeing, before we can even go on to the next thing. Two more. Oh man, that's gonna take a while. Those and those. Rear mast. Oh, I gotta check that. That's got double holes in it, so that's a different block. Uh-oh. CT2 is the rope, 203 is eyelet, 5 NMDB double block. Okay, so we haven't done that yet. That's in the middle. That's a good thing we're looking at this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like one down here, 25 millimeters below the brace. And some on the outside. Oh man, we got a lot more than 22 to go. Be a double in the middle. And then a bunch more singles, so it's probably got to be 44. Good grief almighty. We ain't gonna get all that done this week. And we start putting dead eyes on them. We got a long way to go to get to that. All these blocks. And then they've got a little brace that goes on the bottom of the mast I gotta make. And then a piece of wood I gotta shape. But I don't see where that goes. Where does that piece of shaped wood go? We're gonna have to search for that. Well,